Due to strong language, viewer discretion is advised. Today, for the first time ever on Dr. Phil.
The triple intervention on three brothers.
We're here to help.
Get away from me.
We love you.
Don't touch me.
Why is the mother not here? Why is the father not here?
He's trying to leave.
Every intervention starts out with the subject trying to run.
I have experienced you threatening to kill yourself in my apartment.
You've broken my trust. You've broken my heart.
The intervention with their oldest brother turned near dangerous when he claimed to be armed.
Do you have a gun?
I'm armed. You have a gun. I want you to call 911.
You have one chance to say yes or you say no.
I don't want you to die.
This whole family's falling apart.
Today, we're talking to a family in crisis. There are 6 children, 4 brothers and 2 sisters. They believe 3 of their brothers are drug addicts, Sean, Jordan, and Logan. The other 3 siblings, Tara, the oldest, Jeff in the middle, and Kayla, the youngest of the family, say they are desperate to save their brothers' lives. Now, most of you will remember Brandon, a recovering heroin addict who we did an intervention with over 7 years ago. Now, Brandon is more than 5 years clean and sober. He and his mother, Debbie, now pay it forward by performing interventions on other addicts. Kayla and Terry wrote in after they saw Brandon and Debbie do one of our most dramatic interventions with an addict named Jamie. Now, Brandon and Debbie agreed to attempt a triple intervention on the 3 brothers. It's the most we have ever tried at one time. Take a look as Brandon meets with the sisters to find out just how serious the situation is. The girls were able to use hidden cameras to get video of their brothers.
Hi.
Kayla, nice to meet you. Tara, nice to meet you. So why don't you guys start off with, just telling me a little bit about what brings us here today.
I am a recovering heroin addict, and my brothers, Jordan and Sean, are also heroin users.
I'm afraid they're going to die. I'm watching their lives deteriorate.
Logan kind of just falls in line with whatever the boys do.
Jordan and Logan would all use together.
Logan was in jail for forging a prescription for Percocet.
He is now being released. He was let out after 3 weeks of being in there.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
So how was jail? The funny thing is the 2 that I wish were in jail aren't.
I could use a nice hot bottle of vodka right now.
Yeah.
Jordan's been hospitalized with abscesses in his arm from, shooting at heroin. Even Sean is afraid Jordan's going to die.
He would shoot 12 to 14 bees a day.
Oh, balloons of heroin. How much would you say is in each balloon?
About a half a gram.
Trying to get a hold of my brother has proven to be a very difficult task. I've tried to call him several times today with no success.
Jordo! Dude, you are hard to get the hell a hold of. I've called you, dude. I'm trying to put all this together.
Well, did you just hit the button on me? Really, Jordo? Give me a call.
They're going to die without something happening to intervene. Especially Sean. He, at one point, had a lot going for him. He has nothing. Not even his daughter.
I understand that you guys have some video. What's going on here?
Well, this was this morning. Sean called me around 10 o'clock to come pick him up. This is him with his girlfriend chasing him after they'd gotten into an argument.
Dude, what the hell? She's crazy. Her? Yeah, just go. Is she gonna throw something like that? Just go. You know how many addicts I have upstairs? How many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
So he just got these pills a couple days ago, and he has 9 pills left.
Out of 90.
Out of 90, and gone in less than 48 hours. And notice he can't hold still. His attitude, the way he can't hold still, his just general demeanor. He keeps doing the same thing over and over again. The doors, cigarette lighter, can't make up his mind which thing to do first. And that's just common behavior when your mind's not working right.
Do you see this on his face? That's like a blister.
Does he get a lot of those?
Only time I've seen that is when he's using meth.
I can see the blackness around his fingernails.
And it's all of them.
And it's all I see it already from, messing with the tar and stuff. It gets up in there.
Oh, I'm gonna go show up over at house pounding on the door. I'll take the cops over.
What's he worried about his friend getting in trouble
The meth
for?
house.
Notice he's not wiping his right nostril at all. He's been going at the left one for the past 15, 20 minutes. Usually people that sniff a lot, they sniff out of one nostril because it gets clogged so they can still breathe out of the other one. And so, I mean, that's what I used to do. Just know that there is a light on the other side of the tunnel. There is a path to get better, but we got to fight hard to get them there. We're going to do what it takes. And you have the best in the world here to help you.
You know, we often talk about addiction, but you don't see what the existence of the addict actually is like. The anxiety, the fear, the highs and lows. And I hope that gives you some sense of what that's all about. Now, after Brandon met with the girls, we wanted to keep everyone safe. So we brought in private investigator Harold Kopus to assess the situation.
We're about to drive by the house that Sean's staying in. There's probably 6, 7, 8 cars that are there currently, and they're there all the time. As soon as we pull in, I'm gonna have to turn off the light because they have cameras watching every which way. So here, that's Sean's Lexus right there. They have 360-degree surveillance cameras that can see 300 feet in every direction, and from the 5 minutes I was sitting watching this house, there was just a ton of traffic coming in and out. It's definitely a lot of drug activity going on. We're bringing in this private investigator, Harold. He's coming in for our safety and to figure out what exactly is going on here.
I understand Sean may be selling Oxycontin, Percodan, and Xanax. And then Logan, I understand, has had some trouble forging scripts.
Correct.
But I understand from Jordan's standpoint that he's maybe using heroin and coke.
I was on the phone with him about 3 months ago. He put me on hold, and I heard a walkie-talkie, I heard him talking, and Jordan repeated how many nights, how many whites. And
what does that mean?
In street terms, that is heroin and cocaine. So obviously he is selling drugs for
somebody.
Yes.
Have you ever seen any guns?
I know Sean has a concealed weapons permit, and Logan had guns.
What do they need it for? What are they protecting themselves from? You don't know.
It's bigger than I could have ever dreamed it to be.
Explain bigger.
The boys aren't just using, they're more connected. It's more intricate. I feel like I'm in a nightmare. It's just all so much more than I thought it was.
Well, up next, Brandon, Debbie, and the family attempt a triple drug intervention, something we have never seen done before.
All right, let's go.
What is this, intervention or something? I don't need this. You guys get the off of me now.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil.
My sons Andrew and Justin refuse to move out.
They say they're adult twins.
You gave them an eviction notice.
Are ungrateful.
You bought them this house. You said the garage was too small.
Disrespectful.
How do you get them to move out?
Tow truck.
Big-time moochers.
We were raised for the sole purpose of taking care of them.
This is elder abuse. You are being abused.
Then on Friday,
they stab her, smash her face, beat her head in with a tire iron.
A mother comes face to face for the first time with one of her daughter's killers. That's Friday.
After seeing interventionist Brandon and Debbie on our show, siblings Kayla, Tara, and Jeff asked for our help. Now, they believe their 3 brothers are drug addicts. Now, we sent Debbie and Brandon to do something that we have never done before, and that's a triple intervention. Take a look at what happened.
We're at a store, and we have a photo shoot planned that the family's coming to, and we're waiting for them. Sitting in the chairs here, we're going to have a few snapshots taken of the family, and we're going to be hidden in this back office, and then we're going to come out and we're going to do the intervention. It's scheduled for 3 o'clock, so we got to get going, get prepared, get everybody in their positions and ready to go so we can get this done and knocked out.
Sean just texted me to say Jordan's not coming. There's a problem. And I don't know why.
Is Sean still coming?
He says he is.
Who's out there right now?
We may have to do the intervention on these two guys and then go pick up Jordan.
Jordan's not coming, and we're still waiting on Sean.
Sean lied and hasn't left. He's still, I guess he's at a hotel because he was kicked out of where he was staying, and we knew that was coming.
Do you think there's a chance in hell that we can get Sean and Jordan here? We can get Sean. How do we get him here? Go get him. Okay. Who can do that?
I will. I'll go get him.
Do it.
Jordan's gone. He's not coming because his girlfriend doesn't want to be around me. He won't answer his phone now.
Unfortunately, the other two did not show. Logan's right here in the middle, so this is the one we're doing the intervention on. Yeah. So we're going to proceed on the one that did. All right, let's go. Hey, how you doing, bud? I'm Brandon. You mind if we sit down and just talk? What? You'll know as soon as we sit down and talk.
What? This is why you had me here?
Because we love you.
Yeah, hey.
That's cool. Oh, whoa, hold on. Logan, wait. Logan, just wait. Logan, what do you think you're doing?
Do is listen.
Give me my phone.
Listen, all right.
Give me my phone. I don't know what the hell this is, but I'm fine.
Listen,
right?
I know that you're
I don't
fine.
need this. Logan, get these cameras out of my face. Logan, who the you guys think you are? This is.
I don't even know what this is.
You don't know what
What is this?
Sit down and let's
explain it to you. Give us 5 minutes. 5 minutes is all we're asking. 5 minutes.
I don't know what the hell you guys think this is, man. I don't need this. You guys get the off of me now. Logan, calm down. Get off of me.
Just listen.
Because I don't care what this is. I don't want because you guys are worried about me. There's nothing to be worried about.
Everybody, will you stop?
You guys don't need me to be here, okay? You need Jordan and Sean.
I know we do. I know we do.
You don't need me here.
We need your help, Logan.
We need your help, all right? What the hell? Get out of here.
Hold on. Please.
Get away from me. I don't
all
care.
these people here, who would you like to speak to you?
I don't want to speak to anybody right now. I want to go home. Give me my phone.
Logan, we're trying to help you. Please, Logan, listen.
Till I get what I want, all right?
Hold on, because you know what? I have been there.
I understand that, but you didn't have to do this,
Listen,
all right?
I listen.
I don't need this.
Listen, I know you're not using in the moment.
At the moment, I'm never going to use again, all right?
And I pray to God that's the truth, dude, but I want you to be able to learn the behaviors to do this correctly, okay? I want you to be strong and be the person I know you can. And this is an opportunity, Logan. Listen.
Set me up like this. Get away from me. Get away from me, dude. Get away from me. All of you guys, get the away from me.
Why will you not just listen?
Because this is...
What is... You were just in jail for forging a prescription. This is not... Please calm down and listen.
I don't know if you guys don't just get away from me. I can't believe you guys. Please, dude, do this for you. You're my brother, man. I love you.
We love you, dude. We love you.
Right?
We love you.
I want this. Get away from me.
Please,
Don't
Logan.
touch me.
Have a conversation with me.
You don't understand what's going on, Logan. Just
You don't let us explain.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't know you. You don't know me, all right?
Exactly where
I don't care. This really pisses me off. If you guys just would have came to me, if you just would have came to me, I would have helped you too, all right?
We're here to discuss what does need to happen, but we need your help.
You don't know any better. You don't know what you don't know, and we love you enough to try to make sure that you have those things instilled into your being so that you don't ever have to worry about this stuff anymore.
I've distanced myself from you, Jordan, and Sean, and I don't want to do it anymore. I want my brothers back, man.
I'm not sick of tearing you up.
I know you're not using now, but the behavior patterns that lead up to that, you need help correcting them. I don't ever want you on the streets with nowhere to go again or worrying about that. I want you to be able to live the life you want, have the things you want, have a family, a home.
We're reaching out to you and want you to get the tools you need.
Everybody calm down, and let's just sit down and talk. I understand how pissed off you are right now. I understand that all you want to do is get out of this situation. But we're here to help. This whole family's falling apart.
Logan, would you be willing to listen to some information, some prepared statements that everybody has prepared to share with you. Would you be willing to listen to that? Thank you.
And Logan, I've witnessed you on the street homeless, hitting yourself in the head higher than a kite because of your heroin addiction, and seriously thought you could die at any time. So I'm asking you as your older brother to please accept this help today.
Logan, I have experienced you threatening to kill yourself in my apartment.
You will never see your nieces and nephews again, and the love we are so willing to give you will be non-existent.
I will do whatever it takes to support you in your recovery. I will welcome you with open arms into my heart and my home and my family's life. Please accept this beautiful gift today.
From what I understand, these are the people who love you the most. What is it that you hear them say?
They're here to help me. Help the family again. I accept it.
You accept
I'll
it?
take it.
Oh, I love you.
Oh, Logan.
It's gonna be life-changing, buddy.
It's gonna change all our lives.
One down, 2 to go. We just saw how difficult Logan was, and he was sober. How will they ever get the other 2 brothers to go to treatment? We're going to find out what happened when we come back.
They're here.
We're going to do the intervention on Sean. Sean's going to be more complicated to deal with.
Hey, hold on, bud.
Hey.
Hey, step back.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, I'm armed.
You can shoot me then.
For 8 years,
Have you remained drug-free during this pregnancy?
we've watched her
I've been drug-free. Alexandra.
struggle with her life.
You think you're addicted to oxycodone?
I'm not gonna answer that.
For 8 years,
I'm not proud of that, Mom.
he has battled addiction
He tested positive for heroin.
and overcome the odds.
It's fun. I'm ready.
Now, 2 of Dr. Phil's most famous guests come together for the most important hour of television this year.
The intervention is about to begin.
Hey, I'm Brandon. I know, I've been there. The sweat, the depression, how bad you feel when you don't have your pills.
I need my sister in my life, and you need me. You're not a part of my life.
I am.
No, you're not. My husband is in denial. I'm gonna call the cops. Leave me alone.
Alexandra and Brandon, The Intervention.
I'm seriously about to start swinging.
We asked Brandon and Debbie to help a family with a triple intervention involving 3 brothers. But when only Logan showed up, they moved forward with an intervention on him, and it was a success. Now, Logan agreed to go to treatment, but what about the other 2? Now, the next day, the family had an opportunity to get to Sean. Sean showed up at his friend's house, all strung out and asking for money. Now, the friend called Jeff, and Jeff asked him to bring Sean to his house right away.
They're anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes away now, Sean and his friend Zach. Zach's bringing him here. We're at Jeff's house, which is Sean's brother. We're going to do the intervention on Sean. From what we understand, Sean's going to be a lot more complicated to deal with than Logan was. So we could have our hands full.
They're here.
Okay.
Step back.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, I'm armed.
Oh, you can shoot me then. Then you can shoot. You're gonna go through me. Drop your arm, dude. Sean, please.
Do you have a gun?
Do you have a gun?
Sean!
You have a gun?
Yeah, no, okay.
You have a gun? Calm down.
Sean!
No, I don't. Okay.
Please shut this off.
Here, you can have your medicine. You're not getting your knife back, all right?
No. We love you.
Sean, sit down. Okay, everybody's pushing me still.
Okay, sit down.
Get the camera out of my face. Now.
You're dying, dude. You're dying. I don't want you to die. I don't want you to lose everything. I love you. I don't want.
Hey, I'll hear what you
Give your family 5 minutes.
Doctor's feeling.
Just listen to what they have to say. Hold on, bud.
Just relax. Give me a cigarette.
Here's your cig, bud. Calm down, bud.
No one is here to hurt you in any way.
Oh, I know.
1 in 10 here. Sean, 1 in 10 is just to get you help.
That's all I need help. I'm not stupid.
All right, that's
you think
all.
I like living in hotels and paying $30 a day for Subutex?
No.
Can we go in the other room, sit down, and give your family 5-10 minutes?
Dude, just listen to what we have.
If you don't like what
Sean, can I explain something? It's the only way to get the treatment. He's trying to leave.
We just want to talk after 5, after we're done. If you don't like it, you're welcome to leave if you don't like what we have to offer you.
You're a smart guy. That's what I told everybody. You're so smart. You're going to catch on.
I got to ask you a question. I do some security for the show. Have you called anybody to come over here?
Of course I did.
Why would you do that?
Why would you call somebody?
Why?
Dude, why are you guys running?
We're not hurting you. You're not in any harm. Sean.
I want you to call 911. Okay? And ask them to send a unit out here now.
I am currently having an intervention with my brother that is addicted to heroin. He got a call out to call somebody over here. I have my family here. I need a unit here immediately. I don't know.
He's a heroin addict.
I don't know who he called to my house. He's a heroin abuser, and he got a chance to call somebody over to my house.
Logan's on his way to treatment right now.
Logan's on his way. We did it last night.
We're just trying to offer you treatment if you want it.
We have one purpose and one intent, and that is to get you all help. That's it. And so what I heard you say was you were willing to accept the help.
Well, yeah, but there's things that...
Tell me what. Tell me what you need.
Because...
Dude, I need help. I need treatment, man. I mean, I can't go every day, wake up, and be sick.
Dr. Phil is going to pay for this treatment. He's going to do whatever it takes to get you and your brothers. If one of you gets better, it doesn't do any good if the other two are still sick and dying.
I'm just not willing. Are you going to accept it?
Please, please.
I got to take care of
We'll help you.
No, dude, can't.
Okay.
I mean, I've got too many things out there right now
We'll
that
take
I
care of
just
it.
can't let go and leave, you know?
All that I care about is you to get help. I've been where you're at. Worse. I love you. And I just want you healthy and happy with your daughter like I am right now. It was a long, hard road for me, too, dude. I went through 2 rehabs and had to find it on my own.
I've spent over 1.5 years in rehabs in my life.
I know, but Sean, not with
like
this
these,
addiction.
not this kind,
Heroin
not
is
this
so
kind.
bad.
I mean,
You have your life. You have your daughter. You still have a beating heart, and that's a lot more than a lot of addicts say. The main thing is that you have a daughter that needs you.
Yeah? Oh.
You need to be there for her and be able to build a life for her and yourself.
Who's Sean?
Right here.
And you said you had a gun.
No, I don't have a gun.
We already...
I'll find out.
Search and pat him down.
Yeah.
Here. You don't have to search me. It's my inhaler. You pat him down. That's all you need. I got concealed weapons permit. So if I have a gun, you guys can't do a damn thing about it. Because I don't have no...
It's okay. He doesn't have a gun. No,
I enter the influence.
Make sure everybody's safe.
Yeah, everybody is safe. Okay. Everything's fine. I mean...
We take it serious when people start talking about guns.
Right.
You have a warrant for your
I understand that.
felony 3 warrants for
Felony?
by receiving stolen property.
Are you serious? I'm serious.
So listen to these guys, just so you know you have that warrant.
I understand that. A felony warrant?
Sean,
Okay.
listen. I've asked these officers not to do anything about that warrant right now, so you listen carefully what these people say, because I don't have to bring them back.
Would you let them read some things that they prepared?
Sean, I can't watch you live this way anymore and kill yourself.
Sean, I have watched you take this path of destruction for a few years now, using heroin, and I sat back and did nothing. But it ends now. I will continue to not have a relationship with you if you're not willing to get help today.
From this point forward, I can only help you if you are willing to accept this gift today.
Okay, Sean, the help that this family, together with us and Dr. Phil, has arranged for you. And I will tell you, you have one chance to say yes or you say no.
All right. Well, I'm glad to see you guys here. You've been doing some hard work, some really hard work up there. I always have to take a moment to pause. It's good to have you on this stage, clean and sober, for so many years. And you said that every intervention starts out with the subject trying to get away, trying to run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I saw that in both of these. And yeah, I want to say to everybody at home, and you and I have talked about this, the one thing you want to do in an intervention is to get it as calm as you can, as quick as you can. And you see what traction you get and what progress you get when you guys always stay calm. You always stay calm. You get everybody set down and say, okay, let's talk this through. But for those that are doing interventions with their families at home, you want to really avoid physical confrontation, because that's where people get hurt, is during the restraint process. So you want to plan around it as well as you can. And remember, in the back of that addict's mind, there's that little voice that says they want help. There's that something that keeps them. They may bark and run around in circles, but they stay there because there's that part of them that wants that help. Yep. So we just saw what was going on with Sean. Will he accept the treatment? And what about Jordan, the other brother? We're going to talk about that next, and we're going to meet some of these family members.
Are you willing to accept this help?
Please. Please.
Hello? I have two choices: go to jail or go to treatment.
Today we're talking about a family that has 6 children. Now, the 6, Tara, Kayla, and Jeff, participated in intervention on their 3 brothers. Now, the intervention on their youngest brother, Logan, was dramatic, but it was a success, particularly thanks to you guys not giving up and staying hooked up. The intervention with their oldest brother turned near dangerous when he claimed to be armed. And remember, anytime you're in an intervention, safety first, that's number one. He finally calmed down, but the question remained, would he go to treatment?
Okay, Sean, I'm going to ask you this.
Yes.
Are you willing to accept the help that this family, together with us and Dr. Phil, has arranged for you? And I will tell you, you have one chance to say yes or you say no. And we are going to leave now and head to the airport. And so are you willing to accept this help and go into treatment and complete the program?
Please. Please.
How do I leave? You said in a hotel.
I'll figure it out. We'll help her.
I need an answer to the question.
Hello? I'm sitting here telling them that I'm not going to need you right now. We need help.
Tell her to come here right now, and we'll get her on the plane to treatment.
You tell me what I should do. I have two choices: go to jail or go to treatment.
So what's your decision?
I'm gonna go to treatment. I'm not gonna sit back.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
Stand up and give me a hug, man.
Please.
I want treatment, you know. I need help.
Jordan's headed over to the hotel room, and we were going to go attempt an intervention, but we don't know what to do in this situation. What do you think? We already have Sean and his girlfriend on their have agreed to go to treatment, and we're going to get them on their way. And Jordan's supposedly the worst out of all of them. We don't know if we should even try and go attempt an intervention on Jordan at a hotel, not knowing anything. So what do you think?
We stop. You do what you've got. Take care of the people that you've got. The police have just said that this is not going to work with Jordan. They know him. They know he's a danger. No way.
Okay.
You got to cut bait and stop.
All right, let's get Sean
out of here.
Okay, now I want to say that we invited Jordan to come to the show. We've talked to him on the phone. We have offered him help. We have offered him rehab. He said he wasn't ready to go yet, but would consider coming to the show. They spoke several times until the day before the show, when Jordan really pretty predictably stopped answering his phone because it's avoidance behavior. I mean, clearly he doesn't want to do this. But we're not giving up. We're going to continue to work on this. So know that we've still got your brother on the radar. Do you have any hope or confidence that Jordan will ever step up and say that he wants to participate?
I'd like to think so. Like you said before, everybody has a small little voice in the back of their head that wants help. And yes, I'd say yes. I believe he does.
Up next, why did the mother of these 6 kids refuse to participate in the intervention? You know, I look at the family dynamic, and a big part of what I'm thinking about, I'm always trying to think 2 or 3 steps ahead here. And I'm thinking about what's the environment going to be when they get through treatment, whether it's in 30 days or 6 months or a year, whatever it takes for them to come back into this family and back into this environment. Is there going to be enabling behavior? Are there going to be triggers that set them off again? You know, what's going to have to happen to keep them on the right track and keep them moving? Family dynamic-wise, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, where are the mother and father here? Why is the mother not here? Why is the father not here? What do y'all say about that?
Well, she was initially involved. From the moment we contacted Debbie to the moment we wrote the letter, she knew our plan the whole way through. We decided when she found out you were actually coming out to give us the help that we'd asked for, she just did a 180 and wanted nothing to do with it. Wouldn't give me an answer as to why. Wouldn't even commit to me that she didn't want. But if you notice, Sean knew who we were. We would have probably been able to obtain Jordan if she had not told them that we were planning.
So you think she tipped him off?
I know she did.
She tipped Jordan
off? I've spoken with her about that since. She tipped Sean off, who tipped Jordan off.
Did you ask her why she would do that?
She won't give me an answer.
But we're bringing reinforcements into your town to try to provide life-saving treatment for her children.
Right.
And she sabotages that?
We had to think quick on our feet. You know, it left us trying to figure out how to pull it all together because I knew everyone would come together for her birthday or for her.
How about your dad? Why was he not there?
Well, my father's deceased.
I know she's been married 5 times with 6 kids, and how many are fathers?
2 fathers.
2 fathers out of the out of the 5 marriages.
Right.
And your father is deceased. And how about the other?
My dad was involved as much as he could be. He works a lot. But he didn't show up for Logan's intervention. He showed up for the interview with Debbie, but that was
He showed up for the preparation, but not was there. You know, I'm interested in this because I was kind of putting together the drug cycle in this family, and Sean is the oldest, correct?
The oldest child using, yes.
Right. And did he introduce you to drugs?
He did, at a young age.
He introduced you to meth at 13?
Mm-hmm. And then ever since then, I mean, I was never really the same.
And then you tried acid at 13, and you actually went into cardiac arrest.
Yes. My heart stopped in the ambulance.
Okay. And then you got your brother Jordan high on marijuana when for the first time, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Jordan got Kayla high on pot the first time, correct?
Correct.
And then he actually shot you up with heroin the first time. Okay. And you have used with Sean and Jordan and Logan.
I've never used with Sean. I have used with Logan and Jordan.
Okay. So this has just kind of been passed around among y'all. And you haven't touched any illegal drugs in like 10, 11 years?
Oh, longer than that. I mean, I was a teenager.
You were 17.
17.
So it's been a long time.
Long time.
You understand my point here about the family dynamic. The history has been, you know, very incestuous as far as passing drugs back and forth. And that's why you heard Brandon say that we didn't want 2 out of the 3. We wanted 3 out of the 3. Because this would be the first time, if we can get Jordan involved in treatment, this would be the first time that all 6 siblings were clean and sober at the same time. And then that could cross-pollinate as well as the drugs going back and forth would at a given time. Do you think that's possible, Kayla?
I believe it's possible with Jordan, but it's going to be hard to convince him. He has a pretty good setup in his mind right now.
Uh-huh. So
I hope so.
He thinks he's got it working?
Right.
Uh-huh.
You're
concerned that he's not going to survive this if something doesn't happen?
I don't believe so. I've had images of him being in a casket ever since I've first seen him with his arm swollen up to the size of an elephant arm. I mean, it looked like his arm was going to fall off.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to ever imagine him being in a casket, but it's what happens.
Do you fear that your mother might enable these boys, these young men, if they come back and they're fighting for the sobriety?
Sean.
Why Sean?
It's her baby boy.
You hear him say it at one point, I think maybe that he's her favorite.
So you know at some point we're going to have a conversation with her about this, right? I mean, you guys are going to have to be our eyes and ears and our soldiers in the field, but I want to talk to your mother. I want to talk to her. I want her to know that when she chooses this behavior, she just might as well be putting a needle in the arm. And I mean, she's got to at least have an awareness that if she does things like enabling, supporting, giving money, whatever it may be, that's not an act of love. That's an act of sabotage. We've got to have that conversation. So the question comes, you know, how do you handle these young men when they get out of rehab? When is that likely to be? We're going to talk about all of that when we come back. Well, we attempted a triple intervention on 3 brothers. With interventionists Brandon and Debbie, we have placed 2 of the brothers plus a girlfriend of one of the brothers in treatment. Now, Rich Whitman, senior consultant for addiction treatment programs for the Dr. Phil Show, is here today. Rich, tell us where you've sent Logan and Sean's girlfriend, Anissa.
Well, We sent the girl to the Pat Moore Foundation here in Orange County. And then we sent one of the brothers to Jolimar Recovery Center, which is a new center that we haven't used before. I'm well familiar with them. They're in Summit, Mississippi. And I sent him out there, and that, like, it's 100 miles each way to go somewhere. So he's going to have a hard time leaving. We sent the other brother to Origins Recovery Center, which I'm affiliated with. I'm the executive director there. He'll also have a hard time leaving, in that my treatment center is on an island. And
there's no foot traffic on the bridge to the mainland, is there?
There's no foot traffic on the bridge. It's 9-mile swim. So we feel like we've got them where they need to be. And I've heard from all. They all are doing well, surprisingly well.
You bet. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Well, obviously, we're going to continue to follow the boys' progress and keep everybody updated, and we are not giving up on helping Jordan. When I say we're going to follow their progress, we'll see them when they emerge from the treatment. I think it's so important that they have the opportunity to focus on that privately and by themselves, because they don't know what's going to come up in there, and this isn't the stuff for our show. This is something that we'll see them when they come out the other end, and I hope that's not too soon, Rich, because I don't think this is a quick fix for either of these young men.
They're both, everybody's in for the count. I think we'll probably see spring and summer go by.
Yeah, I suspect so as well, and I want you guys to know that too, because this isn't like a 28-day fix and here we are. We want to do this right one time. I want to thank all of my guests today, and a special thanks to Brandon and Debbie of VIP Recovery. You guys are doing great work. Thank you so much. It's so great to... We've been on the air so long now that we're actually seeing the families change. Your sister's having babies. I mean, everything is unrolling, and give our best to Doug and to your sis as well.
Sure will.
And also to Rich Whitman, our senior consultant for addiction treatment programs. You can go to drphil.com for the steps for an intervention. There is a science to this. There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. So you can get all that information on drphil.com. Thanks for being here so long.